the mayor of anything.
Everybody! Oh, we're...
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Bats and Reuben Theory. The show that looks at Five Nights at Freddy's through a different perspective. Maybe not.
Did you... this has nothing to do with Bats and Reuben or what we're doing, but did you see that one of the Five Nights at Freddy's books has MatPat impreg and then like murder in it?
Yeah, you sent me the video where the woman was explaining how Scott Cawthon, or not, whoever wrote that was actually writing it about MatPat.
Yeah, like his writing assistant.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's wacky. Did I send you the one where it's like the guy, the Matt in the story's roommate and MatPat's roommate have the same name?
Yeah, that was the one I was referring to.
It's so weird. I've been following that.
That's the thing. Is like okay, second one we talk shit about MatPat per usual.
Yep.
But it's literally like, in my opinion, MatPat,
which is the opinion of all of us and 100% correct.
MatPat has ruined a lot of like fan bases and stuff based off that. I fully believe that MatPat himself ruined the Hello Neighbor franchise.
Because he
did. The Hello Neighbor games.
100%.
Because, yeah, he was essentially... he made it to where the devs cared more about the lore than they did actually developing the game.
Right, put a spotlight on these people that they're not used to having, and then raise expectations.
Exactly, and it was like, and then they were like, "Oh, look, MatPat, we did new lore," and he's like, "Wow, that's amazing! See, I told you he was the devil." And it's like, "No, Matt, it's gonna work." And it's like, work. Clayface. And then we'll stop him right there. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like, because I remember watching, I didn't play it, but I watched a lot of Hello Neighbor, and
that could be the case for everybody.
Yeah, because it was like all in beta at that point, and only certain people could get it.
Yeah.
And I think I was watching John Wolfe play it, and every single update he was never looking forward to because it got worse and worse as the updates came out.
Eventually, it ended up just becoming a novelization that would load up on your Steam, and you weren't allowed to close it until you read every page.
Exactly. Oh, God. And then sometimes I wonder if he did the same thing to Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I think so.
Because Bendy and the Ink Machine started pretty good, but I remember the exact point. It's not really about the lore. I guess it's like the same thing that Poppy Playtime has been doing. You can tell the exact point when they started making it about merchandise rather than the game.
Oh yeah, it's chapter 4 for Bendy and the Ink Machine is where it gets very marketing-y.
Yeah, because you see a bunch of toys strewn about.
Right, like. And they were always there, like in Chapter 1, there is a little Bendy toy, because I remember commenting on it in my, original playthrough. But it's just like, it's everywhere, it gets bad. And then it, like, stops being a horror game and turns into, like, an action game, and it's like,
that's not how
this is dumb. Which is a shame, because I love the early chapters of Bendy and the Ink Machine. But when you're going through, like, and you have
This is gonna work.
the axe, and you're like killing all the ink monsters and everything. She's like, this is not the same game.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, ugh.
This is gonna work.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. MatPat just, it just, okay. And it was the same thing.
Clay.
The same thing with like every video that came out from him was about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Clay.
And it was just like, yo, like, can we watch
Clay face.
like any other game? Like,
I
do
mean,
you
we
have
were
a
into
theory?
it for a while, and then it just dipped immensely quality.
Mm-hmm. And I just hold on. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Does he have? Can you see my YouTube screen?
No, I can only see bats
Okay,
moving.
good.
I see your cursor moving around though.
Game Theory. Doesn't he have other channels? Like he has Film Theory.
Yeah, and then there wasn't Food Theory one, or am I thinking of the Did You Know Gaming guys?
Or no channels. Nope, he does have the Food Theorists.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
Yeah, the Film Theorists, the Game Theorists, the Food Theorists. What was his last film theory? Oh yeah, Paw Patrol's darker than you think. And then, oh, who is that one guy? I guess he doesn't make videos anymore, but the guy named Austin who would just yell.
Sounds right.
Be like, hey, it's me, Austin! And
Oh
he would
yeah.
that guy.
What was that guy's name?
His name was Austin.
Yeah, I meant like what was his channel name?
I don't know, but he was a part of the Theory channel.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What is food theory?
And
oh
that
God.
and then the dude Drake went on to do comic books instead.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's Comic Drake. And to stop
Never eat the right Twix is one of his theories. Food theory. Are double stuffed Oreos a scam? Wait, coffee is a soup?
I wanted to say no, I don't know what I want to say here. Just wow, alright, whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay, what? Okay, I'm gonna just kind of going aside. What theories has he done recently? Stop the FNAF ARG hunt.
Oh yeah, where he sent all those people to bully that pizza place.
Oh yeah, he did do that, didn't he? The last one I actually watched of him. Oh God, he did a theory about you are the villain of Poppy Playtime.
I'm pretty sure it's the giant monster trying to eat you. I could be wrong.
Oh, he made an actually good video in a long time. Where it was talking about the story of Poppy's Playtime, where it was, people, the company turning people into toys to get that like extra. And I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense because there's actually proof of it, and they talk about it, and I think that's what they're end up leaning towards. But man, I'll never find out because I'm never playing Poppy's Playtime ever fucking again.
Could not care less.
Not unless it's free. If it's free, then I'll play it. But not after the NFTs, the merchandising, making Chapter 1 free and raising the price to Chapter 2 to $10, even though they said they would never do that.
Yikes.
And you don't even get a discount if you bought Chapter 1 for $5. So...
I started watching his interview with Dr. Fauci during COVID, and then Matt padded it up and I lost interest. I'm scrolling until I find the last video of his I watched.
The one guy is the science of blank.
Sorry.
FNAF. He's trying to make Poppy's Playtime the new FNAF.
I watched one called Losing the Battle.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about and I don't care to find out, but I didn't finish it. Still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling. I have not watched MatPat in a very long time. Let's see. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. I think I stopped after why I gave the Pope Undertale.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at this, it looks like I stopped watching after he gave the Pope Undertale. Because it was him mouthing everybody else that gave the Pope stuff.
And he tried to justify why giving him Undertale.
And he's like, I just like him going like, one person gave him a surfboard. The Pope doesn't surf. It's like, you literally just said it was the sentimental thing of it, but whatever. Go off, I guess.
Did he really do a theory of why Ellie from The Last of Us 2 is not immune?
Isn't that the whole plot of The Last of Us?
Yes, the whole point of Last of Us 2 is because she was bitten with her friend. She even says, like, we were waiting together so we can just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting, Joel. That's what she says. Because her and the first girl she loved, they both get bitten, and then her friend turns, but she doesn't. That's when they find out that she's immune. And then the whole point of the first Last of Us is to get her from all the way to the Fireflies so they can operate on her and get a cure. So I don't want to know what that video is, because I can tell you it's already wrong.
I think I sent it to you. Whoop. My dice tower just fell off my desk for some reason. I think I sent you the video of the Sonic comic dub where it's Tails crying, and he's afraid of MatPat, and he's like, don't worry. Or it was Mario being a sociopath. He's like, is it true Mario's a sociopath? And Sonic's like, don't worry, buddy. Like, who told you that? And he's like, MatPat. And he goes, and what did MatPat say about Mr. Sans? He goes, that he was nice. He's like, and who showed up to the Smash Barbecue last summer? He's like, Sans. And who was with him? Ness. So remember, MatPat always lies.
MatPat always lies. Man, like, I just don't get him, dude.
Makes money, man.
He does, and like, looking at his videos, he is obviously doing things right, because I'm looking at these view counts. So far, the lowest I've seen is 1.7 million.
Make sweeping generalizations about things and say things that are actively controversial.
I can see why he's doing like FNAF all the time, is because those get him. Oh, never mind. There's a 707. Oh, never mind. That's an Austin video, so that doesn't count.
It's Austin!
It's Austin! What's this? Joel's choice meant nothing. What do you mean? Joel's empty choice to save Ellie? It literally put the whole world into shit.
I'm going to separate this when I upload it and just call it the MatPat rant and just let you go.
Understand.
This is just going to be an entirely separate video, and I'm okay with that. Please.
Anyway,
continue.